Good morning, everybody. This is Ronnie Whitman, and welcome to my podcast for episode 3, where I am going to be talking about, give you a little insight and a synopsis of my first book, The Power of Love, which is circa 1500s. Okay. It's about two prominent families who decided the only way to ensure his power in the land was for the Davenports, the most powerful and feared family, would merge with the next powerful family, whose name Massey was recognized in the land going back to William the Conqueror. A contract was drawn up, and when each family gave birth to their firstborn, Davenports with a son and the Macys a daughter, did a preliminary marriage at the time they signed the contract with the priest as their witness. A contract, if broken, would force the family who was proven to be at fault into exile or face immediate death. Now, moving forward 10 years, when the children were 10 years old, it was time for them to meet and be informed of their betrothal. Grace Massey was not happy about this decision her mother and father made without her consent, and decided to form a plan after their family's first official get-together, when she noticed how much Robert Davenport and her sister Elizabeth, who was a year younger than her, had a great deal in common with their love of the outdoors. Grace's plan was to convince her sister that she would be the best one to spend time with Robert, since he loves the outdoors as much as she did, and how much she hated it. It wasn't so hard to convince her sister after a little push and pleading, pushing the thought that there was someone who loved the outdoors as much as she did. Well, everything worked out perfectly, and when Robert and Elizabeth fell in love, Grace was sure, as her father's favorite, she would be free of the unwanted marriage. However, what they were unaware of were the details of the strict contract that did not allow for any changes, no matter the circumstances. So, when they revealed their relationship deception to their families, Robert and Elizabeth were forbidden to be together, and Grace would marry Robert after their 17th birthday. Now, however, since their bond was so strong, they went against their families and continued their relationship until Robert, after convincing his mother to allow him to see the agreement, formed a plan that would allow him and Elizabeth to be together. This one decision Grace, Robert, and Elizabeth made would change everything, including the life of one family. What's unique about this story was the spiritual connection Robert and Elizabeth had, a feeling not recognized unless you were a druid, which of course was not recognized for anything other than witchcraft, the devil's work. Although they didn't understand it, as it wasn't a part of their understanding, they believed that what they felt was stronger than anyone knew, that it could only have come from God, and no man or woman of the living had the right to interfere. You may notice a touch of similarities to Romeo and Juliet, but the obvious difference is their families were friends and wanted this merger, where Romeo and Juliet's families were at odds, enemies. Well, that is it for The Power of Love. If you enjoyed the description of the storyline, you can pick up a copy on Amazon or go to my website and click on the Buy Now button, and it will direct you to the book on Amazon. Please let me know what you think. Your thoughts are very much welcomed, so please let me know if you have any questions as well. Thank you very much. Have a good day.